Today we're going to the Redlist Race in Bakersfield, California. Lovely McFarland, California. It's supposed to be 100 degrees and like 35% humidity, so it's a little dry, but yeah, it's going to be greasy. Anyways, racing starts at 6. It's about noon. We're about to head out. It's about 180 miles, and got everything all loaded up. The goal today is to go faster than last weekend. It's been a week. Did a little maintenance to the car. Found out that one of the spark plug wires was burned through, and so there was a potential that on my last run it was running on 7 cylinders, which would explain why it was down on mile an hour. That was pass number 1. It was a very sad 841.
835.
Huh?
835 at 167.
Oh, excuse me. It was a 541 to the 8th, and it was an 835 at 167. According to the data logger, it spun all the way through first gear pretty bad, and then it just didn't motivate, and it just never really got with it. Okay, so second run, I turned it down even more on the starting line. I raised the wheelie bars up a ½ inch, and the car hooked. It hooked all the way through. Did pretty good, but still really slow. I've decided that turning it down is the wrong thing. I don't know. This is a pretty spicy tune-up in it, and I think the track's coming around because it's cooled off quite a bit. It's getting tighter, and I think it'll take more power. So the goal here is to see if, I don't know, I'm kind of at a loss. Well, I'm about to learn a lot right now because it hasn't gone fast despite getting it to hook. So I think by letting it spin a little bit, but just laying in a bunch of power, I didn't turn it up by much, just a few PSI boost on the boost ramp as it goes up the ramp, and then, so we'll see how it goes. That's a wrap here at the Redlist group, Famoso Raceway. We made a total of 3 runs. 3? Yep. Last run was on a run, but I had to lift about 500 feet in. It was pretty good, and about 500 feet out, it nosed over. for some reason, and it turns out it cut the boost down to 16. So it dumped about 10 pounds of boost, and the car nosed over. I thought maybe it went lean, so I lifted so that it didn't blow it up. But the motor is still killer, trans is still killer. We're gonna fire it up and pull it into the trailer, so that's always a good sign. We were gonna go make another run, but they just closed the lanes on us, and it's midnight. I'm very tired, and it was really hot. It's still like 90 degrees out here, and it's probably still like 40% humidity. The turning it down every run to try and get it to hook, that's not a thing. That is totally not a thing. I turned it up, and the 60 foot picked up like 400ths, and the 8th mile picked up over a 10th. It wants more power. It doesn't care if it's spinning the tires or not. So these are just learning things with the Holley EFI for me. I'm not a professional tuner. I don't know what's up. And I'm just learning along the way. And then secondly, why did it cut the boost? I don't know. I don't have any safeties on, so I don't know why it cut the boost. All the dome plumbing is intact. Everything's, you know, perfect. So I don't know why it cut the boost. So we were gonna go out and make another run and see if it did it again, because I'm pretty sure that would have been, I mean, please forgive me for bench racing, but that probably would have been somewhere in the 20s on the 8th, 520s, and probably an 8.0 in the quarter. And so it's kind of a bummer. I'm not gonna get any more test runs before drag week. We were making progress every time we went out, but then now we're just totally on the, I'm on the struggle bus trying to figure this out. I don't know why it won't go faster. Stay tuned, because the next video will be drag week. And we're gonna go to drag week, and we may not dominate, but we're gonna finish, and we're gonna go faster every day.